night's half gone, the glass half full, and the jukebox hums my pain. The smoke draws faces in the dark, they whisper her name again. I burn my past in cigarette glow, watched it fade like morning mist. But memories got a way to breathe in every drink I twist. So pour me slow and let it roll through the cracks inside my chest. This whiskey ain't my savior, but it lets my heart rest. I'm a man of quiet thunder who don't need more, just less. The bartender nods, he knows the tune. He's heard it all before. Another soul with heavy hands, still reaching for the door. The neon flicker, soft and low, like a prayer that lost its flame. And somewhere in that trembling light, I hear her call my name. So pour me slow, let it roll through the cracks inside my chest. This whiskey ain't my savior, but it lets my heart rest. I'm a man of quiet thunder who don't need more, just less. Comfort in the broken things, in silent smoke and rain. You learn to love the way it hurts when nothing pure remains. I've sung my blues to empty chairs, to ghosts that never leave. But every chord I strum tonight still helps my soul believe. Maybe peace ain't made of gold, maybe truth is bittersweet. You don't outrun the things you've lost, you learn to make them meet. So strike that match and kill the light, let the night just take its time. Every wound I've ever worn still bleeds into the rhyme. This bar's a church for broken men, where the sermons come in songs. Whiskey's just communion for hearts that don't belong. So pour me slow and let it roll through the cracks inside my chest. This whiskey ain't my savior, but it lets my heart rest. I'm a man of quiet thunder who don't need more, just less. Yeah, pour me one for the sorrow and one for letting go. I made my peace with forgets the darkness, and the night forgets my tune, you'll still find me here, playing whiskey blues for the moon. She walked in like a half-remembered dream, red lips soft as sin. The room went quiet, smoke stood still, and I forgot where I'd been. Her eyes said, boy, you've been alone too long. Her smile burned through my guard. One touch and all my whiskey strength turned fragile in the dark. Pour me one for the fire, and one for the sweet unknown. Love's a dangerous choir that sings when you're alone. She's a verse I never finish, the song that haunts my bones. The jukebox played a lonely tune. She hummed it soft off key, and for a while the world felt right, like pain forgot on me. But hearts like ours don't stay too long. They burn, then turn to dust. Love's a glass we fill too high and spill when we must. Pour me one for the fire, and one for the sweet unknown. Love's a dangerous choir that sings when you're alone. She's the verse I never finish, the song that haunts my bones. She left before the sunrise came. No promise, no goodbye, just perfume on the pillowcase, and a tear that wouldn't dry. Now every night I chase her ghost through smoke and amber rain. Her laughter lingers in my throat like a bittersweet refrain. Maybe love ain't meant to stay, just to teach a man to feel. And the truest kind of mercy is knowing what was real. So here's to her, the light and flame, the spark that broke my comb. If she ever hears this melody, may it find her where she's gone. Every word I never said is carved into this chord. Every kiss I still remember, cut deeper than the sword. Unknown. Love's a danger voice, her tone, you'll still find me singing softly for a love I've never known. Smoke drifts slow through the neon haze. My shadow hums a broken tune. That old guitar still knows my name and sing my sorrow to the moon. Another night, same faded bar, where dreams dissolve like ice and flame. The world moves on beyond these walls, but here I stay the same. Pour me one for the memories and one for the pain. Let the whiskey wash my troubles like a soft midnight rain. I'm a man carved by silence, with fire in my veins. She left her kiss on a glass of smoke and vanished before the dawn. Her ghost still dances in the haze every time I play that song. The clock keeps lying to my heart. Each tick feels just the same. Time don't heal a soul like mine, it just whispers her name. Pour me one for the memories and one for the pain. Let the whiskey wash my troubles like a soft midnight rain. I'm a man carved by silence, with fire in my veins. Jukebox hums an ancient tune about a love that never stayed. I close my eyes and feel the sound cut deeper than a blade. Outside the wind is cold and mean, but inside burns a softer glow. Every scar becomes a story that only whiskey knows. Maybe peace ain't found in heaven, but in the smoke before the dawn. Maybe love was never lost, just something we move on. So light that flame, fill my glass. Let the blues take me once more. For every tear I've ever shed, there's comfort in a pour. This ain't about redemption, it's just a man and his pain. But in each note I find salvation, like whiskey in the rain. Pour me pain. Let the whiskey wash my troubles like a soft midnight rain. I'm a man caught by silence, with fire in my veins. Yeah, pour me one for forgiveness and one for the truth I'm told. I keep playing till the morning with whiskey in my soul. As the night folds into silence and the dawn begins to crawl, you'll find me where the blues still lingers, between a burn and a fall. The night wind hums a broken tune, ashes fall from my cigarette. A heavily bar, an empty room, but a shadow won't forget. The jukebox sighs a weary line about a heart that lost its flame. Every note feels close to mine. Another drink, another name. Pour that whiskey slow and deep, let it burn through what remains. This ain't love, it's what we keep when only blues still stain. I'm a soul half gone, half whole, with fire beneath my veins. Left a ring on the counter's edge, beside the smoke and silver glass. Her perfume fades like old regrets, but the scent still doesn't pass. Outside the rain is whispering low, the street lights bleeding gold. Every tear I never showed feels heavier than old. Pour that whiskey slow and deep, let it burn through what remains. This ain't love, it's what we keep when only blues still stain. I'm a soul half gone, half whole, with fire beneath my veins. The barmaid hums a quiet song that cuts right through the noise. In her eyes I see the wrongs of every fading choice. She asked, you ever stop to feel? I said, not since she walked away. Now the whiskey is my only prayer, and the blues my only way. Maybe hearts don't they rust under years in smoky skies. Maybe love's not lost, it just sleeps till another soul replies. So light the flame and dim the room, let the shadows start to play. I'll sing my truth till the morning comes and fade with yesterday. Every chord's a confession, every note's a scar I own. Whiskey keeps the ache alive, but I never drink alone. When only blue still stains. I'm a soul half gone, half whole, with fire beneath my veins. Yeah, pour me one for the silence and one for the broken tune. I'll keep singing through the shadows till the whiskey meets the moon. When the dawn forgets my name and the smoke begins to clear, I'll still be here where the blues and whiskey share the same tear. The smoke curves slow in a room half lit. Neon hums a lonely tune. Empty glass and a heavy heart, still chasing ghosts beneath the moon. The rain taps soft on my window pane. Old vinyl spins of pain again. My hands are tied, my soul's been bruised, but this blues keeps me sane. Pour me another shot of midnight, let that whiskey ease the pain. Every drop tells a story of fire, loss and rain. I'm just a man with a melody, whiskey in my veins. I walk through bars and broken dreams, guitar case full of scars. Sang my truth to empty rooms, strangers at the bar. Every song's a piece of me, left behind in smoking sound. But when the lights go low and soft, my heart still beats to that sound. Pour me another shot of midnight, let that whiskey ease the pain. Every drop tells a story of fire, loss and rain. I'm just a man with a melody and whiskey in my veins. guitar still whispers back, like a friend who knows it all. It cries with me through every note, fades before the fall. I see her face in the amber glow, a memory I can't erase. She left me with the morning sun, but her shadow still fills this place. Maybe love's just another spirit, burning deep but never stays. Maybe peace is found in silence, when the whiskey fades away. So here I sit, same bar, same night, a tune, a flame, a name, still singing for redemption's light, still drinking through the pain. Whiskey warms what love is frozen, the blues remind me I'm alive. If heaven's real, I'll find it slowly, in every chord I survive. Let that whiskey ease the pain. Every drop tells a story of fire, loss, and rain. I'm just a man with a melody and whiskey in my veins. Yeah, pour me one for the memories, one more for the things I've lost. My soul ain't broke, just weathered, and I'll pay whatever cost. As the bar light flickers slowly and the night forgets my name, I'll still be here, with whiskey in my veins. The city sleep, but I stay wide. The whiskey hums my old divide. Her laughter echoes through my glass, a ghost that time forgot to pass. The jukebox spins the same old tune, the one she danced to last July. I play pretend I move along, but the truth still tastes like goodbye. Pour me slow, let it burn down deep, till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep, wherever whiskey flows. still haunts the frame. A smile at time refused to fade. I tried to drown it night by night, but memory knows my trade. The barlight hums like faded gold. The smoke writes stories in the air. If love was meant to make us whole, then why has it left me here? Pour me slow, let it burn down deep, till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep wherever whiskey flows. I ain't healed, but I'm still breathing in the only way I know. I made my peace with quiet nights, with songs that never meant. Each note's a prayer for what I lost, each verse a bitter friend. Outside the wind hums through the cracks. It sounds a lot like her. She whispers through the broken glass. I'm gone, but still a blur. And maybe love don't ever die. It just hides in darker rooms. And when the whiskey hits just right, it finds a way to bloom. So light that smoke and dim the glow. Let the record play it slow. If pain's a price for what I had, then hell, I'll let it show. Some men pray, some men break, some find God in wine, but me, I find my peace again in whiskey's quiet shine. Pour me slow, let it burn down deep, till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep wherever whiskey flows. I ain't healed, but I'm still breathing in the only way I know. Pour me slow, let it burn down deep, till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep wherever whiskey flows. And I ain't healed, but I'm still breathing in the only way I know. Pour me one for forgiveness, and one for what I've done. The night don't need an ending, it just waits for the sun. When the dawn forgets my sorrow, and the glass forgets my name, you'll still hear me playing that same refrain. in like a half-remembered dream. Red lips soft as sin. The room went quiet, smoke stood still, and I forgot where I'd been. I said, boy, you've been alone too long. A smile burned through my guard. One touching on my whiskey string turned fragile in the dark. Pour me one for the fire, one for the sweet unknown. Love's a dangerous choir that sings when you're alone. She's the verse I never finish, the song that haunts my bones. The jukebox played a lonely tune. She hummed it soft off key, and for a while the world felt right, like pain forgot on me. But hearts like ours don't stay too long. They burn and turn to dust. Love's a glass we fill too high and spill when we must. Pour me one for the fire and one for the sweet unknown. Love's a dangerous choir that sings when you're alone. She's the verse I never finished, the song that owns my bones. She left before the sunrise came. No promise, no goodbye, just perfume on the pillowcase and a tear that wouldn't dry. Now every night I chase her ghost through smoke and amber rain. Her laughter lingers in my throat like a bittersweet refrain. Maybe love ain't meant to stay, just to teach a man to feel. And the truest kind of mercy is knowing what was real. So here's to her, the light and flame, the spark that broke my calm. If she ever hears this melody, may it find her where she's gone. Every word I never said is carved into this chord. Every kiss I still remember, cut deeper than the soul. Pour me one for the fire and one for the sweet unknown. Love's a dangerous choir that sings when you're alone. She's a verse I never finish, the song that haunts my bones. Till the dawn, as the night fades into silver and the dawn forgets her tone, you'll still find me singing softly for a love I've never known. The city sleeps, but I'll stay wide. The whiskey hum my whole divide. Her laughter echoes through my glass. A ghost of time forgot to pass. The jukebox spins the same old tune, the one she danced to last July. I play pretend I move along, but the truth still tastes like goodbye. Pour me slow, let it burn down deep, till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep, wherever whiskey flows. I ain't here, but I'm still breathing in the only way I know. A photograph still haunts a frame, a smile that time refused to fade. I tried to drown it night by night, but memory knows my trade. The bar light hung like faded gold, the smoke writes stories in the air. If love was meant to make us whole, then why has it left me here? Oh, pour me slow, let it burn down deep, till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep, wherever whiskey flows. Oh, I ain't healed, but I'm still breathing in the only way I know. Oh, I've made my peace for quiet nights, with songs that never meant. Each note's a prayer for what I lost, each verse a bitter friend. Outside the wind hums through the cracks, it sounds a lot like her. She whispers through the broken glass, I'm gone but still a blur. Maybe love don't ever die, it just hides in darker rooms. And when the whiskey hits just right, it finds a way to bloom. So light that smoke and dim the glow, let the record play it slow. If pain's the price for what I had, then hell, I'll let it show. Some men pray, some men pray, some find God in wine, but me, I find my peace again in whiskey's quiet shine. Till my thoughts turn soft and low. This pain's a promise I still keep, wherever whiskey flows. Oh, I ain't healed, but I'm still breathing in the only way I know. Pour me one for forgiveness and one for what I've done. Let the night dawn, an ending, it just waits for the sun. When the dawn forgets my sorrow, it's my name, you'll still hear me playing that same refrain. The clock is slow, the night stands still. Ashes dancing amber light. My hands remember what they've lost, but my heart forgot to fight. A letter lies beneath my glass. The ink is bled from time and tears. Her name still hums like a summer wind through all these faded years. Pour another shot of mercy, let it burn right through my pain. Whiskey knows the songs I hide, it hums them back again. I'm a ghost inside the music, with thunder in my veins. This old guitar has seen it all, the lies of love that fall. Each string bleeds a quiet truth that words can't tell at all. There's comfort in the lonely sound, the smoke that curls and fades. The silence speaks the loudest now in the choices that I made. Pour another shot of mercy, let it burn right through my pain. Whiskey knows the songs I hide, it hums them back again. I'm a ghost inside the music, with thunder in my veins. The jukebox moans a broken prayer for souls that never meant. And somewhere in that melody I find myself again. She's just a whisper down the road, a name lost in the rain. But I still raise my glass to her for love and all its pain. Maybe peace is found in losing what you were never meant to keep. Maybe hearts don't truly break, they just learn how to sleep. So light the match and dim the light, let the shadows hum their tune. I'll play my blues till morning comes and fade beneath the moon. I made friends with the the silence with my sins and all their weight. If heaven's closed, that's fine by me. The bar's still open late. Pour another shot of mercy, let it burn right through my pain. Whiskey knows the songs I hide, it hums them back again. I'm a ghost inside the music, with thunder in my veins. Yeah, pour me one for forgiveness, and one for what remains. I'll keep singing to the silence till the whiskey learns my name. When the dawn forgets my shadow and the night forgets my song, I'll still be here, where whiskey and the blues belong. Another dawn and I didn't chase, just sat and watched the night decay. Ashes fell from dreams long gone, and whiskey kept the dark at bay. My boots are worn, my soul's half cracked, but the road still hums my tune. I've traded gold for peace of mind, and whiskey for the moon. So pour me one for mercy's sake, let it burn through what remains. Every sky's a song I made, every drop forgets my name. I'm a man made out of silence, and whiskey's my refrain. Her voice still haunts the wooden floor, like smoke that never leaves. Every chord I play remembers her, and every pause still grieves. The bartender knows my sins by heart, he pours them one by one. And every time I try to stop, the blues have just begun. So pour me one for mercy's sake, let it burn through what remains. Every scar's a song I made, every drop forgets my name. I'm a man made out of silence, and whiskey's my refrain. Outside the rain turns into steam against the glow of broken light. I find my truth in empty streets and bleed it in the night. She once said love could save a man, but love just burned me slow. Now I trust the sound of strings more than hearts I'll never know. Maybe peace ain't made for me, maybe some men never meant. But in this bar of fading ghosts, the blues still calls me friend. light my smoke and dim the room. Let the silence take control. If heaven's full, that's fine by me. This whiskey saved my soul. Each chord I play's confession born. Each note's a tear disguised. And in between the smoke and truth, I see my own demise. Pour me one for mercy's sake. Let it burn through what remains. Every star's a song I made. Every drop forgets my name. I'm a man made out of silence, and whiskey's my refrain. Yeah, pour me one for memory, and one for all I've lost. I'll trade tomorrow for tonight, no matter what the cost. The smoke fades slow, the night grows still, and my soul begins to sway. But as long as whiskey's playing blues, I'll never fade away. Another dawn I didn't chase, just sat and watched the night decay. Ashes fell from dreams long gone, and whiskey kept the dark at bay. My boots are worn, my soul's half cracked, but the road still hums my tune. I've traded gold for peace of mind, and whiskey for the moon. So pour me one mercy's sake. Let it burn through what remains. Every scar's a song I make. Every drop forgets my name. I'm a man made out of silence, and whiskey's my refrain. Her voice still haunts the wooden floor, like smoke that never leaves. Every chord I play remembers her, and every pause still grieves. The bartender knows my sins by heart. He pours them one by one, and every time I try to stop, the blues have just begun. So pour me one for mercy's sake. Let it burn through what remains. Every scar's a song I made. Every drop forgets my name. I'm a man made out of silence, and whiskey's my refrain. Outside the rain turns into steam against the glow of broken light. I find my truth in empty streets and bleed it in the night. She once said love could save a man, but love just burned me slow. Now I trust the sound of strings more than hearts I'll never know. Maybe peace ain't made for me. Maybe some men never mend. But in this bar of fading ghosts, the blues still calls me friend. So light my smoke and dim the room. Let the silence take control. If heaven's full, that's fine by me. This whiskey saved my soul. Each chord I play's confession born. Each note's a tear disguised. And in between the smoke and truth, I see my own demise. Every scar's a song I made. Every drop forgets my name. I'm a man made out of silence, and whiskey's my refrain. Yeah, pour me one for memory, and one for all I've lost. I'll trade tomorrow for tonight, no matter what the cost. The smoke fades slow, the night grows still, and my soul begins to sway. But as long as whiskey's playing blues, I'll never fade away. Iron in my will, velvet in my touch. I don't need to raise my voice, the room adjusts. I walk in slow like midnight silk, cufflinks bright as pour milk. Every step a measured line, every breath a quiet sign. The world can rush and chase and shout. I keep the map they dream about. Strength is more than heat and flame. It's knowing when to play the game. Let the noise go wild outside. I grow taller when I bite. Iron and velvet, steady and true, steel in the spine, soft when I chew. Iron and velvet, calm in my eyes. I lead with grace where thunder dies. If power had a scent tonight, it smelled like whiskey and clean light. I've loved with patience and not with haste, held a heart like crystal taste, taught my hands to heal, not harm, made my presence feel like calm. You don't need a kingdom loud, you need a code that makes you proud. The gentlest word, the firmest stand, the velvet glove on iron hand. Discipline is golden there, it turns a burden light as prayer. Iron and velvet, rule and art, I keep my promise like a heart. Iron and velvet, suit and soul, I win by never losing control. If love is war, I choose the peace that makes the fiercest storms release. Power that can be kind is weak, class that can be strong is fake. I learned to sharpen silence and let the echo make the case. I've seen the desperate chase the crown, burn their gifts and still fall down. I learned the lion's quiet law, arrive composed, reveal no flaw. Respect ain't bought, it's day by day, earned in how you move and stay. The softest voice can move the stone when truth is carried in its tone. I take the long road or the skip, I own the pace, I own the grip. Iron and velvet, measured flame, I warm the room without a claim. Iron and velvet, oath I live, I take less noise and give more give. If victory whispers, I lean here, I hear what crowds can't seem to hear. Like tailored light, soft on skin, unbreakable in fight. I'd rather build than prove I'm right. That's how legends sleep at night. When life grows cold, I keep it warm. When chaos calls, I change the form. Iron mind with velvet ways, that's how I turn the hardest days. Not every mountain needs a scream, sometimes you move it in a dream. Iron and velvet, kiss and shield, my heart is strength, my touch of feel. Iron and velvet, pure design, a steady hand, a sighted mind. If destiny arrives in style, I greet it with a knowing smile. Command is clarity. Elegance is restraint. Love is presence. The rest is pain. Message when I stay, still a stone but not in clay. I move the moment with my breath. I trade the hurry for the depth. I keep my circles sharp and few, the kind who stand when trials brew. We wear our loyalty like dawn. It doesn't beg, it only shines. Let clocks be loud, I'll keep my time. A silent rhythm is sublime. Iron and velvet, crown of calm. I lead with truth, I heal with balm. Iron and velvet, so refined. Love is fierce, my will is kind. If greatness needs a sound tonight, electric guitar slides into a slow, majestic riff. Snare rolls fading, heartbeat steady, building anticipation. The tone says, this is the sound of arrival. The road don't bow, but it remembers me. Dust in the rearview, proud and free. I've walked through storms, I've walked through flame, but I'll never let the pain rewrite my name. The skyline bends when I raise my eyes. I was born to move mountains in silence and style. You can't measure power in gold or noise. It's in how you stand when you lost your voice. I'm a king without a crown, but I hold my ground. Every scar's a jewel, every silent sound. The world don't need a cheer for me to rise. I'm built from patience, the storm can't despise. Under final line, I've been the road. I've learned that strength don't need a score. No throne could hold the peace I found when I buried my pride beneath the ground. I don't fight the current, I learn its tune and dance with the waves under a silver moon. I don't ask for crowns, they weigh too much. I'd rather wear respect, it fits like trust. I'm a king without a crown, but my word is still. I don't chase applause, I let them feel. Every man meets himself someday, some in victory, some in loss. Me? I met myself in the middle of a storm and I smiled, because peace ain't found in safety. It's born in the fight you choose not to fear. The harder the road, the cleaner the view, the fewer the words, the truer the truth. I walk alone, but never apart. The compass I trust beats in my heart. I'm not the crown, I'm the spine beneath, the reason the throne don't fall asleep. I'm a king without a crown, but I hold my reign, calm in the chaos, mercy in pain. My throne's not gold, it's the strength I've known, and I rule in silence on my Every man I used to be still walks beside my name. They taught me patience, mercy, and flame. No crown could ever tell my worth when I was already born to rule this earth. And if the sun forgets to rise, I light my way. A king don't wait, he builds his day. I'm a king without a crown, but I wear the sky. My spirit's tall, my head held high. I don't shout for glory, I let it be found in the quiet steps that shake the They say pressure breaks a man. Maybe it does, but the right kind of man. He learns how to bend, that's what makes a difference. Steel doesn't stay soft forever. It hardens, it shines, it learns. I've been hit, I've been tired, but I never felt too low. Every scar's just proof of how much farther I can go. You can take the noise and flash, I'll keep the quiet and grind. Real strength don't shout, it speaks through time. I don't need applause or fame, I just keep showing up the same. I got that steel heart blues, running deep, running true. You can test my soul, it won't break for you. A steel heart walk with pride. Pain's a teacher I respect, 'cause it never lies and it never forgets. A steel heart blues, that's my creed. Strength ain't love, it's the seed. You plant it deep, you let it grow. One slow step and the world will know. Most men quit when they're tired. The rest keep moving, and that's what separates them. Not the money, not the talent, just the will to keep their soul in shape when the body fades. Turn mountains weak, but I just bow and never break. The wind can scream, the night can bite. I find my rhythm in the fight. No chains can hold what's built to last. No fear survives the calmest cast. I walk alone, but not in vain. This is how I lead the game. You can't rush what's meant to grow. Still takes time, that's all I know. Still hard blue, steady flame. Born from loss, not from fame. They'll talk, they'll doubt, but I'll still choose to rise again with my steel heart loose. It's easy to move fast, it's harder to move right. Anyone can roll, but it takes a man to breathe, to walk slow, to stay standing. When the world expects you down. There's no crown at the end of this road, no crowd to cheer my load. But I've got peace, and that's the gold. Every test became my art, every scar a polished part. No man owns me, no man defines. My worth was written in my lines. I don't pray for easy, I pray for strong. 'Cause I've been steel-hearted all along. Steel heart blues, quiet fire in the storm, grace in the grind, power in form. Steel heart blues, discipline and soul. The man who bends but never falls. Let the thunder roll, let the challenge choose. I was made for this. I'm steel heart blues, I'm steel heart blues, steel heart blues. Strong men don't shout, they move, and the world listens. That's how steel sings. low guitar growls under city breath. Street lights blink like lazy saints. Boots meet stone and time steps back. I walk in rhythm, unchained by haste. I don't borrow thunder, I keep it in my chest. I don't knock on doors, my presence does the rest. Leather on my shoulder, horizon in my eyes. Every block I cross remembers when I rise. I won't waste a word when silence wears my crown. I carry quiet power like a king without a gown. I carry the weight of confidence, steady as a drum. I don't rush the moment, let the moment come. No tremor in my fingers, no hurry in my breath. I move like I was promised, life beyond regret. Windows paint my outline, gold along the frame. Mirrors tip their silver hats, whispering my name. Doubt may trail behind me, but never sets the pace. I let it fade like echoes in an empty place. I carry the weight of confidence, thunder warm and low. I don't chase the river, I decide its flow. The stairs will realign, the hinges learn my step. I cross the room and find the future where it's kept. Shouting to mark the world I claim. I polish every morning till the daylight says my name. Civility's my armor, discipline my stride. Kindness at the doorway, iron deep inside. Lessons carved in steel that never had to bite. Mercy is my method, confidence my right. I carry the weight of confidence, the skyline leans to sea. I write my calm in cursive across the city's key. When storms recall their thunder, I gift them softer rain. I lead with quiet footsteps and never walk in vain. You can keep the noise that craves a borrowed crown. I'd rather be the gravity that keeps the planets down. Hand upon the handle, doors glide like loyal friends. I greet the room with presence and leave it better than I went. Yeah, power doesn't panic, it measures breeze and weights. Respect is built in inches, not in lucky breaks. Stand like a lighthouse, let the harbor come to you. A whisper said with honor outlast a crowded room. I polish up my posture like a black tie truth. Wear patience like a tailor, stitching fearless proof. No trophy on the mantle can match a tempered will. A man who owns his footsteps can make the world stand still. If courage had a fragrance, it smelled like steady rain. If wisdom had a tempo, it'd hum inside my veins. I carry a weight of confidence, go behind my eyes. I walk as if tomorrow already chose my side. No rush inside the rhythm, no fracture in the line. I move like open daylight through the corridors of time. watch the shadows part. I move with measured thunder and a generous heart. No hurry in arrival, no fear of what I've sown. I walk like I belong here because I've made it so.
Stepping slow, world holds its breath. My calm rewrites the edge of death. Eyes don't flinch, they recognize authority behind the skies. Steel in voice, silk in hand, quiet men still rule the land. I don't shout, I recalibrate. Every pause determines fate. Black tie thunder, soft command, gentle fire, steady stand. Black tie thunder, shade and tone, lead the war and walk alone. Shout of youth, it's the whisper lined with truth. It's the man who won't explain. It's the smile after the rain. I wear my scars like cufflink gold, proof I've paid for what I hold. I let my silence light the way, the storm that never needs to sway. Black tie thunder, dark champagne, calm control through joy and pain. Black tie thunder, grace and stone, the final crown that stands alone. They think strength is noise. They've never met composure. I've seen fires, I've seen frost, I've seen kings forget the cost. But I've kept pace, I've held control, refined my edge, preserved my soul. The throne don't move, it waits its king. And I became that kind of thing, the calm that shakes, the light that burns, the man who earns what time returns. Black tie thunder, heart refined, golden silence, tempered mind. Black tie thunder, rule and stay, the world moves, I lead the way. No crown, no noise, just thunder in a suit. Yeah. No crown, no noise, just thunder in a suit. 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 Just thunder in a suit.
The night don't judge, it just listens. Every scar on the soft light glistens. The glass half empty, the soul half full. I play my true soft but pull. Ain't no preacher in my chest, just lessons learned and some confess. Every wrong I made my muse turn regret to mellow blue. Cigars and confessions, smoke and sound, peace and circles coming round. Cigars and confessions burn so clean. Forgiveness tastes like nicotine. I've loved too hard, lost too soon. Dance with pride under the moon. But age taught mercy's finer art. It paints the roughest parts of heart. You don't forget, you just forgive. You let the past still let you live. The man I was made room for peace. By losing speed, I gained release. Cigars and confession, low and long, truth and whisper, soul and song. Cigars and confessions, time to heal. The flame burns slow, the calm is real. Nothing left to prove tonight, just the glow of soft delight. Some men chase, some men stay. I pour my life the quiet way. Now I toast to all I've learned, for every loss that life returned. Pain's no curse, it's how you see the depth of your own dignity. I breathe, I wait, I let it flow. There's grace in knowing when to slow. I smile at ghosts who used to haunt. Turns out they only came to taunt. Cigars and confessions, clean and white. Eye on the dark, I lost my pride. Cigars and confessions, heart and flame. I'm not my past, I'm who I became. Forget, forget. Light another.
The ice clinks once, the room answers with silence. Iron in the spine, whiskey in the glass. A man doesn't need a crowd, he needs a coat. I walk in like midnight, wearing a suit of calm. Pocket watch, patience ticking in my palm. I built my name with quiet hands in time. Stone upon stone, line after line. The city hums like a distant drum, but my steps keep a different kind of song. No rush, no noise, no panic in my eyes. Class is the art of a measured rise. I don't trade my soul for a headline's thrill. I sharpen my promise, I steady my will. Every door I open knows I came to stay. Iron in my choices, whiskey in my way. Iron and whiskey, that's how I move. Slow as a shadow, something to prove. Not to the world, just to the man inside, who keeps his word and walks with pride. Iron and whiskey, steady and true. A suit that fits and a soul that grew. If power is quiet, then let me be still. I run the night with a gentleman's will. I build a circle small, loyal and clean. No no cracks in the glass, no noise in between. I'd rather have few who carry the weight than crowds that crumble at the door of fate. Respect is a currency older than gold. You earn it once and it never grows old. I sign my deals with a handshake calm, ink of resolve and a seal of my palm. If the wind gets cold, I don't bend or break. I button my coat and hold my stake. I don't chase storms, I let them pass. I weigh with steel behind the glass. Iron and whiskey, measured and wise. The room gets quiet when a real man arrives. No need to announce, no need to explain. Presence turns whispers into my name. Iron and whiskey, polished and strong. I choose my battles and I choose them long. If calm is a weapon, I'm armed to the hilt. I win with silence and legacy built. Power doesn't shout, power signs a check, tips a hat, and leaves the room before the smoke settles. Control is not a mask, it's the face you earn. I've seen men sprint to a finish they can't keep, while discipline walks and climbs the deep. Patience is dangerous, most never learn, but those who do watch fortunes turn. Elegance is armor, courtesy a blade, loyalty the oath that never fades. I don't need noise to set the tone. I bring a throne wherever I'm alone. I wear my history like a tailored sleeve, stitched with the choices I still believe. A steady pulse, a measured breath. I bet on grace, I outlast death. Iron and whiskey, leather and light, man of the hour in a long black night. Not here to rush, not here to chase. I make the pace, I set the space. Iron and whiskey, oath and cold. I build my kingdom in silent mode. If class had a sound, it would move like this. A low blue flame, a gentleman's kiss. You're the thunder, most days you're the sky. Let others be lightning, I'll be the reason why. I don't fear the hush between beats, that's where strategy speaks. I don't gamble with impulse, I invest in intention. If the moment wavers, I never do. That's how I learn to move. If the night gets heavy, I stand straighter. A calm man now, a legend later. Iron and whiskey, dark velvet sound, footsteps soft on marble ground. I sign my future with a patient hand, each letter a pillar that learns to stand. Iron and whiskey, suit and soul, I keep my compass under control. If victory whispers, I hear it clear. The quiet king is already here. to the ones who stayed, to the spines of steel and the debts we paid, to the code we kept when no one saw, to the steady man who became the law, not by force, not by shout, but by showing up and never bowing out. A portrait framed in black and gold, a life that speaks without being told. Iron and whiskey, letter and seal, the genuine